first round for Jesup Girls, but
This is the J-Hawks Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
All right, welcome aboard on the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technologies. I'm Nate Claiborne. Luke Baldwin will join me shortly in the upper patio here in the South Gym in Jesup as we have the opening of the Class 2A Region 1 with the Jesup facing off against, only for the second time this season, the Hudson Pirates coming in at 12-10, Jesup at 16-5. Stick around. In just a little bit, we are going to hear from head girls basketball coach Jordan Conrad right here on the J-Hawks Sports Network.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
All right, we are set to roll here for high school basketball action on the J-Hawks Sports Network. Did get a chance to connect in with head coach Jordan Conrad, girls basketball coach for Jesup. As they will face off against Hudson. This will be the second meeting between the Pirates and the Jayhawks after wrapping up the season last week. But Coach, quick look at what the regular season was and a little preview into Hudson tonight.
Yeah, so first time we played them, it was over at their place early in the year. It's like probably third game of the year maybe. We dug ourselves a big hole early. We got ourselves down 21-4 in the first quarter. Just couldn't get anything to fall early. They made some threes early. But we did a really good job battling back. We got cut it to 8, I think, by the end of the first, and 5 or 6 by half. It just kind of continued to claw our way back. Got it to 1, headed into the fourth, and made some plays down the stretch to get a win by 3.
So how would you say, I guess looking back, how do you compare your team to what they were in that previous match to where you're at tonight?
Yeah, you're going to see some different people playing different minutes in this game compared to the first time we played them. You know, there's a couple of people that were maybe seeing a few minutes in the rotation then that aren't seeing minutes now, and a couple of people that, you know, weren't seeing any minutes that you're going to see play a fair amount of minutes tonight. You know, we're missing, we have Sage Bain out tonight. She started 20 of the 21 games for us. It's been really good for us all year. Without her, that's going to kind of change our rotations a little bit. We'll have to figure that out kind of as the game goes on. But, you know, we've had a lot of kids that took big steps forward throughout the year, and, you know, we're a different team than we were at that point in the season, and so are they. You know, they got a couple 8, I think, by the forward throughout the year, and, you know, we're a different team than, you know, Addie Rhodes and Willard that are really good, that are going to fill it up if we don't find them.
Well, talk through this. I guess this region when this came out and you looked at it. I guess what was your initial thoughts looking through what you had?
Took big steps. Reaction of what everybody had, and it kind of looks like a conference tournament here a little bit. But that's the way it goes. We kind of get this every year. There's a group of us that get stuck together. It's a really good conference. That we play in, really good league. So everybody kind of beats up on one another, and usually there's one or two teams that come out with really good records out of it that find the way to win all the close ones, and they get moved elsewhere, and the other 8 of us are in the same bracket and kind of battling it out, even though that's really quality opponents, because some of these teams that have 500 records in our league could go out and win some other leagues. So any win in our league is a really good win. So you can't just look at this record that Hudson has. They've been playing really good of late, so they're going to be a tough matchup for us tonight.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thanks.
All right, hearing from head coach Jordan Conrad on our pregame show, and you heard right in there that we're going to be short one of the starters, regular starter in Sage Bain, junior in this team. So we don't know who it is. We're anticipating it'll probably be Emma Bose, but till we hear it from Dan Fox on the PA, we'll get that answered. Luke Baldwin joining me right now in the upper patio, along with Anthony Bond, the controls, Eric Clark running camera tonight. You were able to get through last week, Luke. As I was on assignment, it all worked out. You made it.
It was touch and go, Nate, but we were able to make it through. It was good to have Clayburg version 2.0 join me for an evening. I thought he did a stellar job.
Didn't have to pull the plug on him.
Didn't have to pull the plug. It was what did we have last week? We had 3 different games, I think. Something like that. Maybe it wasn't that many.
Well, it was 2 games.
2 games.
You had 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and then they were on the road, boys on the road Thursday.
So no, we made it through. It was good week of basketball. We the Dyke New Hartford girls game, of course, didn't go as well as we would have hoped, but
they seemed to hang in there as much as they possibly could.
That's
Dyke New Hartford.
That's just an incredibly talented team, and they do that to pretty much everybody they play that's in Class 2A. So.
Well, we want to appreciate there's some businesses that have supported this broadcast, as there are some fees that go along with broadcasting postseason play. Want to thank Spahn and Rose out of Jesup, Home and Deed Design, Build Showroom in Independence and Cedar Falls, Integrated Accounting Solutions in Jesup and Waterloo, Farm Bureau agents Bobby Liebsch and Travis Youngblut, Buchanan County Health Center, as well as Performance Rehab out of Jesup, Olwine, and Sumner. So without their support, we wouldn't be able to bring you tonight's broadcast. Let's turn it over to PA announcer Dan Fox for our starting lineups.
Regional game between the Hudson Pirates and the Jesup J-Hawks. The winning team will play on February 16th. Jesup High School proudly supports and practices good sportsmanship by supporting your team, respecting the abilities of the opposition, and the decisions of the officials. You can create an environment that is reflective of the community. Be a class act, be a good sport, be a winner in the game of sportsmanship. Please welcome tonight's game officials, Michael Grutzmacher, Rod Colder, and Mike Schmidt. Now, the starting lineup for the Hudson Pirates. A junior, number 5, Amelia Cuesta. A freshman, number 10, Taylor Davis. A freshman, number 14, Siri Olson. A junior, number 24, Madison Rowland. A junior, number 25, Addie Rose. The Pirates are coached by Jeffrey Curley. For the Jesup J-Hawks, a junior, number 2, Peyton Youngblut. A junior, number 10, Peyton Bowes. A sophomore, number 11, Emma Bowes. A junior, number 23, Olivia Nesbitt. And a senior, number 32, Adriana Bowes. The J-Hawks uniform around the world who protect our liberties and way of life of our national anthem.
All right, national anthem played. Jesup's high school orchestra. Luke, our starting lineups again.
For the Hudson Pirates, number 5, a junior guard, Amelia Klink. Number 10, a freshman guard, Taylor Davis. Number 14, a freshman guard, Siri Olson. Number 24, a junior guard / forward, Madison Willand. And number 25, a junior forward / center, Addie Rhodes. For your Jesup J-Hawks, number 2, a junior guard, Peyton Youngblut. Number 10, a junior guard, Peyton Bowes. Number 11, a sophomore forward, Emma Bowes. Number 23, a junior center, Olivia Nesbitt. And number 32, a senior guard, Adriana Bolden.
So we are set for tip-off, and Nesbitt facing up against Rhodes, and Jesup will get the tip to start things off. Just underway, winner of this one. Again, advance on and face the winner of AP and Southwind, who are playing tonight. That winner, actually that game, no matter what, will be played at AP High School.
Quick foul by Taylor Davis, the freshman guard for the Hudson Pirates. That's going to keep the ball on this end of the court.
Peyton Bowes with it. Emma Bowes in the game getting her starts. Comes left side for the first
there she goes.
For Jesup.
Nice to see Emma get a start. You know, I hate to see it at the expense of somebody like Sage Bain, who's such an incredible asset for the Jayhawks. It's possible she's at home watching this game tonight, and if she is, Sage, we hope you're feeling better real soon. But in the meantime, like I said, we've got sophomore guard Emma Bowes getting her start tonight, which is nice to see. You know, she's put in a lot of work. She gets a lot of playing time, does a nice job for the Jayhawks. So good to see her get a reward like that.
Rhodes gets a basket for Hudson. Peyton Bowes follows it up. She's got 3 points, and she's finding that shot again, Luke.
Yeah, she is, man. She's been on kind of a tear here ever since, I think we called the game together where she had like 4 or 5 of them, I think.
Sure.
And last week, more of the same. You know, she had a couple games where she had 3 or 4 of those. So.
Yeah, kind of came up against Columbus, sort of igniting a little bit. Davis with a long shot to tie things up at 5. Davis, just a freshman on this team for Hudson. Young squad for Jesup as well, but Peyton Bowes,
number 2.
Back-to-back 3.
I tell you what, Nate, Peyton passed it inside to her sister Emma. All Emma had to do was turn and shoot. You know, thank goodness she decided to kick it around. It worked its way over to Peyton again, and another 3 on the board for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, it's been a week since this team has played, so they've had nothing but gym time to try and get some things figured out. Watch some tape on how Hudson's evolved since they played them all the way back on November the 28th and beat them by 3 over at Hudson, 63-60. And that was a tight one that got away, but Jesup was able to come from behind.
Yeah, this Hudson team, they're young. 12 and 10 on paper, they look like just a slightly better than average team. But they're a good team. Don't let that fool you. Like you said, we played them tight the first game, did sneak away with the victory, but I expect another tight one here tonight. Nice defense by Adriana Bolden, tipping that out of bounds. That's going to stay with the Pirates. But that's the kind of play we need out of our senior there.
So a similar team here when you're looking at between both these. Each only has one senior on their roster. Mackenzie Stewart, senior on the Hudson side, not a starter, as Adriana Bolden is for Jesup.
Deep three attempt by Addie Rhodes, no good, but her teammate there, and I didn't even catch her.
Yeah, it was Willen. Willen got it in there.
Bose,
deep shot from Bose again. Wow. Keep after it. Peyton Youngblut gets that return. Nesbitt looking for an opportunity. There goes the senior.
There you go, girl.
Foul, gets the shot.
Nice strong move by Adriana Bolden. Saw the rim. She had her head up the whole time. No chance of missing that shot. See if she can make this a three-point play for the Jayhawks.
Bolden, senior, in and out. This will be the last time she gets to play a game in front of the home fans on the home court.
I'm too old to remember that feeling now, Nate. And quite frankly, I didn't, even when I was there, I wasn't playing that much, so I don't think it meant as much to me. It probably did, who knows, but I'm sure this is kind of a double-edged sword for her. Excited that she gets to play out here, but kind of a bummer. It's going to be her last time.
Emma Bose knocking it back up. Bolden, a little out of reach. High pass. Nesbitt has an opening. Youngblut also looked at it, but Nesbitt's going to take it this time. Iron no good. Rebound going to get fought. Rhodes has it for Hudson.
Rhodes a 5'9" center for the Pirates. Good strong body. I was about to say that's too easy, give a look like that, but fortunately for the Jayhawks, Whelan couldn't get that to fall, and then she does commit the foul. That's kind of one of those emotional fouls.
3 team fouls on the board for the Hudson Pirates. We do see Jaden Bose and Peyton Weber come in.
Yep, they'll replace Emma Bose and Peyton Youngblut. So Peyton Bose will take over point guard duties in lieu of Peyton Youngblut. Look inside to Emma, back out to Peyton Bose. She looks for a driving lane, nothing there. Kicks out to Adriana Bolden, who tries to feed Peyton Weber in the middle. It's deflected, but going to stay with the Jayhawks. Inbounding for the Jayhawks will be Peyton Bose underneath.
Under 4 minutes. Nice quick inbounds play, and Nesbitt ready there to put it in.
Couldn't have executed that play any better. That's exactly what they want out of that play. Easy pass in the middle to Olivia Nesbitt, who does what she does best, shoots the ball.
Nice rebound offensively on a missed shot. Willen grabs it, puts it up there. I was just talking to somebody I know from Hudson. She said, when you look at this team that Hudson has, a very young squad, they were kind of running around trying to figure themselves out, similar to what maybe our boys team had at that same time. Plus, when you look at, this was an early game, the second game on the season, coming in without Eleni Pilcher, coming in without the star power or the points that you had last year. They were trying to figure themselves out too.
Yeah, no doubt. Anytime you inject a couple of freshmen into a existing lineup, there's going to be some bumpy spots. No matter how good those freshmen are, it just takes a while to get used to the varsity game, the speed, the physicality, the mental aspect of it, and they've come together. And yeah, like we said, man, this is going to be a good game. I expect a battle till the end.
12-11 the score. Jesup with the advantage. Winner moving on. The loser will wrap up their season for the 23-24 campaign and move into spring sports. Jaden Bose, right in line. Put her on a rail, drop it in. 15-11.
We've said it before. I don't think there's a travel by the Pirates. I don't think there's a three-point shot Jaden Bose doesn't like, and it's kind of funny because, Peyton has always been known as the quote-unquote three-point shooter, and then Jaden, she comes in, and she's not afraid to fire that up and has pretty good success with it.
Zabel making her way from the bench. Emma Zabel, another freshman that's had considerable playing time this year, coming in for Nesbitt.
Another three-point shot by Jaden Bowes, no good. Quickly back the other way.
Straight on from Rhodes, bounces up, looking for a rebound. Engel is in there, whistle blown.
Yeah, Peyton Weber with the, she got the position, as you said, on Addie Engel there, and Engel got her hand where it didn't belong, and so that's going to be Hudson's 4th team foul with 2 minutes to go. One more puts Jesup in the bonus.
Emma Bowes coming in, substituting Adriana Bolden.
Bowes, three.
It was a confident shot, gets away looking for a rebound, and Emma Bowes, just kind of a left-handed fling, gets fouled.
Such a quick release. She got that and just went straight up with it. There was no decision to be made there. She said, I'm going up with it, and sends herself to the line. This would have been a shooting foul regardless, since that is now 5 team fouls on the Pirates. So any foul they commit from here until the end of the period will be a 2-shot foul.
And we haven't seen too many games that fouls came in early. I guess we saw one maybe, a week or two ago that I guess against Columbus maybe that stretched some things out a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think it's made the game better. You don't have those possessions at the end of a game where, it just turns into foul central anymore. I think everybody was kind of skeptical of the reasoning, and, they said safety. I usually don't buy the safety argument, but I do think it's made for a better game all around. That's a travel.
Ball gets loose, comes out of bounds off of Hudson. Jesup will go to Emma Bowes to inbound that far side baseline. 1:32 to roll.
Hudson in a 2-3 defense, which kind of surprises me given Jesup's propensity to shoot the three, and also they've had some success here tonight. That's usually a good way to draw that 2-3 out, although they're also seeing those misses. So
couple opportunities there as Jesup unable to follow through and getting a completion with 1 minute to roll. Coming up here at halftime, we'll talk wrestling. That begins tomorrow down in Des Moines. First round for Class 1A. Get the evening session, which I'm sure many were hoping to totally miss the school day.
Yeah.
If it was during the day.
At least those students, they were.
Yeah.
3, got it. That is Ansley Trunick. Trunk? We'll go with Trunk.
Change accepted.
Nice move by Zabel. Fakes high, goes low, up and in. I like that too. Jesup, our last possession, we fired up 3 3-pointers unsuccessfly, and completely ignored the fact that we have the height advantage in the lane right now on offense. So why we wouldn't want to try to exploit that each time first.
Willen keeps shipping it down. She's got 8 right now on that turnaround jumper. Bowes forces herself in there, and that's the end of the first period. 18-16. Jesup has the lead as they will go to period number 2 and get a chance to figure some things out. So tomorrow night, wrestling begins. Valentine's Day, first round consolation for wrestling in Class 1A. Congratulations coming out of MFL Marmac, the district, on Saturday. 106-pounder Aiden Bergman, 113-pound Cooper Hines, 120 Gavin Bell, Ethan Kroll 132, Dawson Bell at 138, Caden Lang at 144, 150 Tice Larson, 157 Wyatt Vanderwerf, and Kyle Bucknell 175. I think there's a way to listen to it online. There's a way to get into Flow Wrestling and watch it. You can get into track wrestling and just watch the stats. So follows wrestlers tomorrow. First coverage begins 6 o'clock tomorrow night. And there was conversation of, is school going to get out early? Is there going to be no school? And it was like, well, if you want to go, I guess you just have to Get checked out.
Get yourself an excuse from your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about how to follow wrestling. Wrestling is kind of mystical when it comes to finding information on the internet. You have to know like the back doors and the speakeasy passwords, and at least that's been my experience.
Or you find the ratings and they say, well, not those ratings.
Yeah,
it's the other ratings.
There's different ratings, and it's like, okay, why is this so difficult? But the bigger point, we're sending 9 kids to state wrestling.
Talk about that, a record qualifiers, and Coach Gross and his team have just done an amazing job here for Jesup, and really opening some eyes, I think, across the state on what's going on up there.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see how they come through in Des Moines on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm hoping they have a really solid showing. They don't have to go out and win the darn thing, although that would be outstanding.
Yeah, and then we didn't even talk about 5th place at duels. You were able to go down there and see that,
Luke. Yeah. Who did we have there? That was Rhodes with the shot inside. She gets at the fall and then does draw the foul. Olivia Nesbitt with the foul. It was pretty good defense, but she got her with a bit of body. So that's Jesup's first team foul of the quarter. I'd like to see Jesup go back inside to Nesbitt. I guess not this possession, but maybe another one. We fed her on the last one. All she had to do was a nice drop step and turn. Probably was going to score.
Rhodes gets fed underneath, and she goes to 9. Jesup trailing now by 5 after being up 18-16 at the quarter. Bolden down to Emma Bowes, looking across for an opportunity. Into Nesbitt.
There you go.
She'll take the 9-footer and get it to go.
Let's try that again. Let's try that until it doesn't work.
That's what we were saying Sunday night with Christian McCaffrey, and we just didn't quite do that for the Niners.
That was an odd fourth quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah,
actually,
it was,
third quarter, they just kind of went away from it. And I get they were taking what the defense was giving them, but weird Super Bowl. I thought it was all kind of meh this year.
Well, as an Iowa State fan, I was kind of pulling for Purdy, but as an Iowa State fan too, I know it wasn't going to be done until it was done.
Yeah. I'm a you know how I am with that. There you go. You know how I am when it comes to Iowa State fan. I cheer for them when they're not playing Iowa. I was pulling for the 49ers for sure.
There you go. Nesbitt followed your advice. She's going to keep putting that pill in the hole. 22-23, Jesup with the advantage right now. And there's a deep shot. Rims out. Pulled down by Peyton Youngblut.
Nice job by P. Youngblut. She got that rebound because she had position on the girl. She boxed her out, was able to maintain it, and then drew a foul on top of it. So 1-1 team fouls. As we've got Ellie Hyatt and Amelia Clank back into the game. Amelia, a starter for the Hudson Pirates. Peyton Youngblut back at the point guard position.
Quick inside, Bolden. No one around her.
Beautiful feed by Peyton Bowes.
Keeping those passes quick, keeping efficient, limit turnovers.
Watch your hands, Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton Youngblut, a little sticky there.
Yeah, they're going to get Adriana with that one.
Okay.
I'm with you, Nate. I think, truthfully, Peyton Youngblut, I think, got her first, but they didn't see that one.
That'll be her first personal, Jesup's second team foul. Left side, Hyatt. And now a deep shot up top. Rims out, no good. That attempt from Trump.
Yeah, that's going to be out of bounds, hit the score clock, I think. I tell you what, these shooters for Hudson, they got a little bit of the Caitlin Clark effect. They're good 3 feet beyond the line when they pull that trigger. Good feed inside. Olivia Nesbitt, such a nice passer. Kind of, I don't know, underappreciated with her passing skills. But feeds Adriana Bolden. Doesn't get to fall, but she will go to the line.
4:56 to go in this first half. We will hear from head coach Joe Smines at halftime. Talk about conclusion of the regular season for the boys team, and also heading into postseason play on Thursday as they'll face Denver, who beat, I got to think about this.
Denver beat, let's see, Sumner won last night. I don't know who Denver beat.
It'll come to me.
You know who else is a huge?
Cresco.
Cresco.
Yep.
You know who else is a huge San Francisco 49ers fan? J.P. Wymore loves them. She was destroyed last night when the Chiefs lost.
She hasn't quite gotten over it yet, do you feel like?
It's possible. I'm full of it, too. I think she was pretty happy after the game last night.
And there's Youngblut. Push in from Bolden. That shot's missed. Hudson bringing some fans over tonight. Getting a little chance going. Trying to keep momentum down for Jesup as Peyton Bowes gets a fast break.
Peyton Bowes, tightrope walker on the far side, intercepted like a linebacker, took it all the way, and nice left-handed scoop.
28-25, Jesup with the advantage here. 4 minutes to play, first half. Winner goes on to play at AP High School later in the week against either AP or South Wind.
Coach Jeff Curley for the Pirates, he wants a full timeout.
Head coach again of the Hudson Pirates, Jeff Curley. Brad Hansen is the assistant along with David Karkosh, Jordan Conrad, along with Jason Pilcher on the coaching staff, Roger Oberhauser, and Coach Zabel down there along with Lakin Barrett helping out this season. And, we've talked about it a little bit earlier in the season, but, the numbers are strong for Jesup girls basketball right now. The future's pretty bright, too. And you look, what was it? I suppose it was 2020 when they went to the state tournament. That was Coach Conrad's first year, and they played that season with limited JV action because there just wasn't the numbers for it.
Right.
And now you look at the teams, really from middle school through high school, pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, as they say, success is the best way to build a program. The younger kids see the older kids winning, having fun, and they want to be a part of that. So, great way to build your program. Win games.
Yeah, it turns out that works.
Sometimes easier said than done.
Clank had it into Hyatt, but whistle blown as Willard was trying to get the ball.
I think that's going to go against Zabel. I stand corrected. That.
We'll go Zabel. That'll be her first personal.
Okay.
Yep. Third team foul.
Oh, she is 13. I misread her number.
It's a long ponytail. It's hard. Hard to get the full number.
We need to talk to somebody about getting these girls' heads shaved.
I think maybe just cut a little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
Deep three by Hudson ties this thing up. Hyatt with that basket. Sounds like Hudson's boys basketball team or student body in-house tonight.
Hudson Pirates forcing the turnover. See if they can pull back ahead of the Jayhawks. Another three not in, but definitely out. Peyton Youngblut quickly up the court. We've talked previously about how quickly she does get that ball up the court. Always head up, surveying the situation. Shot
Clank.
no good by Olivia Nesbitt.
Clank brought that ball up the floor. Take it around the arch a little bit, looking for an opportunity. There was one there with Hyatt. 22 on that shot clock. Deep one again from Hyatt. That's not going to go. She's got one to her belt already. Tied up at 28 still. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Slowing down in some passes. Youngblut back over to Adriana. Jesup has gone, I believe, 8 total players, and now there's a missed shot.
Yeah.
And Hudson will bring it back the other way.
Olivia was open for a second, but that had well closed by the time that pass was thrown. And we cannot leave these girls wide open like that.
Wow, that was a high bounce off the rim. 9 times out of 10 it's bouncing away, but that time it went away.
Yeah, somebody missed their assignment on that shot. Amelia Plank with another 3 to her name.
31-28. Peyton Bowes gets stopped up. Got some height advantage inside for Hudson. Nesbitt trying to come in and get a rebound. Cannot get the handle on it. 1:22 remain. First half. Left side. Ball in the hand of Hyatt.
Jesup needs to buckle down, play some defense here, get a stop.
Plank with a 3. 34-28 is that score. Jesup 3 team fouls, 2 for Hudson. 1 minute remain. Looking to at least try and tie this up before the locker room, and Jesup gets an advantage right there as Plank will step out of bounds as they were trying to save it.
Coach Conrad, no doubt, going to talk to his gals about guarding the perimeter on defense. Just too many wide open looks for the Pirates. Refs discussing, not sure what they were discussing there. Maybe if it was truly out of bounds or
if they're going to go to Dairy Cone after the game. Have to decide. There's Adriana left, hand in.
Nice drive by
Tighten it up
Adriana.
a little bit more.
Get a steal here, tie it up before half.
Behind the back from Clank.
Get out there.
Hyatt, another 3. That'll fire up your team, up by 7. Shot clock is off, 27 seconds here in this first half. Nesbitt gets a lean in and will pull to the floor, and we've got a foul that will go against Hudson. I believe that goes against Clank. That'll be her first personal. 13 foul. Jesup, Emma Bowes back in.
Zabel out. And then for the Pirates, we've got Ansley Trunk into the game. And Weiland out.
Nesbitt looking for this last shot for Jesup. Emma Bowes off the board. Rim no good. Comes out of bounds off a... Bowes going to be off of Hudson. .3. Hudson will get the opportunity as the inbound with Clank behind the basket far side. Jesup in that full court press. 12 seconds. Clank seeing some coverage from Bowes. Looking for that last shot. Rhodes has a handle on it. Another 3 attempt here. End of the game. Last second shot rolls away. And at halftime it is 37-30. Advantage Hudson. So hard-fought game, and some excitement right there, Joe, as a 2-point advantage to the quarter. Girls down here at half. Hudson found some fire there.
Good offensive basketball half there by both teams. So, Hudson, you can tell that they have some good talent. I know their record's 12-10, I think, but they have good underclassmen. So, good first half by them. Let's see if we can respond in the second half.
So, quite a week postseason for Jesup. Before we get into the game coming up on Thursday, let's rewind back with wrestling. So, you're looking at team duels. I suppose a week and a half ago now, Jesup getting 5th place.
Awesome.
Coming out strong, winning the district in wrestling on Saturday at Mount Marmac.
9 guys.
And then sending 9 guys down.
Yeah, that program has grown a lot the last 5 years underneath Matt Gross. And
do we just credit that to the hiring? That you just, you want to put any credit in the hiring process?
Zero credit to that one, That's a position that I was worried that we're going to have a hard time filling. It
just happened to have a student teacher in-house.
That's with any job, and this time doesn't necessarily mean the sport or anybody, but kind of worked out. He never coached before, and we needed someone to get it going, and he was the right person at the right time with his energy and in promoting wrestling. And we got some good kids right now too. He's got some guys back out that haven't wrestled or weren't wrestlers in junior high, and he's really built that program well. And it's been a great winter for us. I mean, we state duels in wrestling, send 9 guys down. Both teams in basketball win the conference. So Bruce Wall was telling me, wanted me to look this up. I haven't had time yet, but the last time that's happened in the NICL, we're the same team has won all 3 of them. And obviously, a little bit different structure right now with the pods, but boy, that's got to be way back, or if not at all. I mean, very few times. So cool, really cool winner.
Well, I guess even touching on Gross, and you talk about, and this is interesting from a coaching standpoint, high school, college, whatever. It's like, well, they don't have any coaching experience. Well, look what happens. You know, you got to roll the dice on that.
Exactly. You know, and we're not in a situation where we can be picky with, hey, we can make sure they have experience, and that's just not how it works. So, you know, I could tell. You never quite know how it's going to work out with anybody, and but you could tell you the energy for it. He had come from a good background in Union, in wrestling and sports. You know, played college football. He was in the military, so he had a really good background. And the best part about him is his energy. It's nonstop, 365 wrestling, which is what we needed. We didn't have that before. So, and a lot of other programs do have that, and they've you know, raised the bar, and now they're rolling too. So it's awesome.
Well, it's hard to find a coach that, you know, is a teacher. That, you know, they'll want to put in the extra hours outside of the school day or scheduled practices or the regular season to do some of that stuff. And you found that with Gross, you found that with McMartin too.
Yeah, nowadays it's, you know, I like to have our coaches basically do one sport, or head coaches. You know, if they want to do a middle school thing or something, or a track, that's fine. But, you know, nowadays it's almost 365 as a head coach if you want to do it the right way in terms of preparing, you know, off-season stuff, weight room, you know, that type of deal. It's got to be 365. So, and he's bought in that totally, and along with our other coaches do a great job of that too. It's fun going down to the PE room and listening to our head coaches talk about their programs, and some of them are 8 months away from starting.
Sure.
That's what's made us, I think, you know, good here and competitive. We got coaches that are bought in, and obviously the kids will make it happen. We've been lucky in that regard too to have outstanding athletes here.
Well, talking to athletic director Joe Spahn, now we're going to ask him to put his basketball coaching whistle on, or his hat, or whatever. But let's recap. Closing out the regular season, had 3 games last week. Talk about a busy week when you had some rescheduled in there with Wapsie, with Dyke New Hartford, and then going up to Waukon. I guess talk through that week.
Yeah, it's been a blur a little bit since January 19th when we started back up again. We had to play 11 games in 21 days. We got through that stretch 10-1, averaged like 74 a game, and gave up 55. Great stretch for us. You know, closed out the conference championship last Monday night versus Wapsie with a commanding win. Really good effort by our ball club, especially in the second half. And then the next time we played a Dyke team that was their record is better than what they are.
Sure.
They are a good basketball team, hard-nosed, physical. You know, it came down to the fourth quarter, and you know, the unsung hero Tuesday night was Mansley. Mansley was huge for us. I think he had 16 or 18 points. Some huge plays down the stretch in that game to propel us over top and beat a good Dyke team. We made the long trip up to Waukon. Always an interesting trip up there with how long it is.
Yeah.
And, it was a football game for the majority of it, but we pulled away in the second half, got a nice win to end the regular season. At 16-5, I think we won 8 in a row, and we turned our attention to postseason on Saturday morning. So we're in that mode right now, getting ready for the Denver Cyclones.
Yeah, so, you know, you have Denver. You know, I was talking to Steve Schmidt about this, your assistant here earlier. I'm like, the team that Denver is going to see on Thursday is not the team they saw in Denver in November.
No, you know, we only played them once this year again because of the pod, and I actually went back and watched that game last night just for the heck of it. I don't usually watch a lot of our games from the year during the season. I'll watch that when the year's over, honestly. But I went back and watched that one because at one point we were down by 18 or 20 points.
Early on, right
in
out of
the
the
first half. And unfortunately, they had the camera issue that night, so we don't have the second half on film. But, boy, we were not very good in the first half or first 14 minutes, and we figured it out and ended up winning a good ball game over there. We're a different team from that point on, and you should be at this point of the year. And Denver's playing well. They've won 17 ball games, 17 wins versus 16 wins in the second round of the postseason. It's quite interesting to me, but you know, we got the home court advantage, and hopefully we'll put on a good performance Thursday night against Denver.
Yeah, well, you had JV teams close out. You had fresh soft close out. Middle school is still going on. Sounded like it was a split win tonight, but you know, it's a good time to be a Jayhawk.
Yeah, the JV finished 8 or 9 wins this year, which is better than last year, with a lot of the same kids on that roster, to be honest with you. Did a good job as the year went on, got a lot better, especially the last about 8 weeks of the year. Our freshmen had a really weird season. Had a stretch where they didn't play for about 5 weeks because of Christmas, and then 2 weeks we were off for the weather. Some teams didn't have freshmen.
Right.
Finished up 11 wins, 11-5. Some of those guys are still sticking around practicing right now with us, some of the freshmen, and obviously JV is too, which is an important time for them. I mean, I talked to them on Friday about two things right now we need from them. One, they're still around because we think they can be good players for us and develop, and we want them to get better, and it's a great time for them to get better. And 2, we need them to help prepare the varsity guys. So when they're varsity guys, they'll get help too. So it's been really good 3 days of practice, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, and 1 more day to get ready. But those guys are doing a great job for us, getting our varsity guys ready to play against a very good Denver team on Thursday night.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming up. I'll catch you pregame for Thursday, and keep things rolling along.
Got to give one shout out to the NICLADs that are listening tonight. Brett Bergman, probably grilling right now. Berkey, Eichmeyer, and Mr. Werzer sitting in the crowd over at the Hudson Pirates. So,
okay.
Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks, Scott.
I appreciate that,
Nate,
Smins.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. The 4th best Clayburgh is what I understand.
I thought the dog was ahead of you too.
That's probably it. Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
Yep.
That's why I tell Sauer all the time. He's about 8th in command at his house.
That sounds about right.
2 kids, the dog, his wife, the mailman,
and the pork loin that's on the grill.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Joe. That's head coach Joe Smines and athletic director here at Jesup. We'll return here in a couple minutes. This is postseason basketball on the Jayhawks Sports Network, presented by Heartland Technology. And also want to appreciate postseason sponsorship from Spahn and Rose out of Jesup, Home and D Design, Build Showroom in Independence and Cedar Falls, Integrated Accounting Solutions, Jesup Waterloo, Farm Bureau agents Bobby Liebsch in Independence, Travis Youngblut in Jesup, Buchanan County Health Center, and Performance Rehab in Jesup, Olwine, and Sumner. Return here in a couple minutes on the Jayhawks Sports Network.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
in the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered?
Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Back on the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology, I'm Nate Kleber, joined by Luke Baldwin, Anthony Ba on the controls, Eric Clark down on camera. And again, want to thank Spahn and Rose Jesup, Mike O'Brien, Home and D Design, Build Showroom at Independence with BJ Collins, Integrated Accounting Solutions, Travis Bovey, Travis Youngblut getting support from Farm Bureau along with Bobby Liebsch, Buchanan County Health Center, and then Paul McCone with support from Performance Rehab in Jesup, Olwine, and Sumner. Without those sponsors, we couldn't do this postseason event tonight, and the boys facing Denver on Thursday.
I'm not sure people realize how much it costs to broadcast one of these postseason events. It is not cheap, folks. So the organizations and people that Nate just rolled off there, again, thank you very much for your support. This would not be happening without it. So Adriana gets herself to the line, the first one in and out. You know, we watched what happened in the first half, and I was expressing a little bit of frustration with our inability to close out around the perimeter, and I guess I need to take into consideration also that the reason we were doing that is we were trying to collapse and guard that post area, but again, you got to find a way to get yourself back out there when they're draining three after three after three. So Jesup with another opportunity here, no good, but Emma Bowe's going to go to the line.
That'll be the second team foul for the Pirates. And Emma Bowes has had considerable experience as a sophomore this year, and we just know how that builds. We've seen it with the Adriana. We saw it previously with Lainey Pilcher. We saw it with the Treptow girls. You can go back and back of girls that played freshman, sophomore year, and they get to be juniors, seniors, and it's like the learning curve has gotten a lot tighter.
Yeah, well, I mean, kids are playing at a younger age these days. And, you know, at least really everywhere. We see it across the board. And we've talked about this. It used to be that freshmen, sophomore playing at the varsity level was more uncommon than anything, and now it's very common. But now there's also this, I guess, kind of a mindset developing of, you know, if I don't play as a freshman, then I probably should just not play anymore, right? And that's not a good attitude. I mean, you have to give your time to develop not only your game, but physically, mentally. And there's 3 grades ahead of you that is putting in time as well. So, man, wait your turn, work hard, put yourself in a position to be successful. And that doesn't mean ask the coach to start you. That means work hard in the off season, develop your game, develop your mind, and the rest of the stuff will fall into place.
Peyton Youngblut with that rebound. 6:45 to play in this third period. Adriana Bolden almost sees a turnover. Peyton Bowes with that had some early success from the three-point line. They've seemed to find coverage with her. She's got an opening and now is going to take it and drains it.
Big 3 for Peyton Bowes. Needed that one as Hudson had extended that lead to 6. And in a game like that, 6 points is it's a lot.
Had some information passed along to me. Dyke New Hartford, Columbus right now, end of first, 27-9 at halftime. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
AP 43, Southwind 2.
Wow.
So, assuming that's an accurate score on Varsity Bound, or Bound as they now call it.
That is unfortunate for Southwind. That's about all I can say about that.
So, AP hosting
the
next round for the winner of this game.
Nice feed by Peyton Bowden. Peyton Youngblut, no hesitation. And Emma Bowes up and in.
There's Davis.
Had to travel.
Little extra step on there. Freshman going to get caught on that. Oh no, was that a timeout or was that a travel?
Wow.
Okay, so they're going to say
that was
travel. Officials kind of conferring a little bit. Maybe that was some conversation, but
they did call the travel.
They did call
timeout.
Okay.
No,
right.
I'm asking.
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm assuming. I guess we'll see who gets the ball when it's done. So, just reviewing, looking at this team, Jesup leading scorer, Peyton Bowes, 11.2 points per game. Nesbitt right behind her at 10.1. Bolden 7.8. Nesbitt's been rebound leader this season, averaging 6 per game. And then on the assist end, Peyton Bowes right in there as well, pushing 3 assists on average per game. Addie Rhodes, leading scorer on average, 16 points for Hudson.
Yeah, no travel, so that's surprising.
So must have got the timeout called maybe right before maybe that's why she took the stutter step. Whistle came in beforehand.
Could be 3 by Siri Olsen, the freshman guard, just 5'5". None of these freshmen or really anybody around the perimeter for the Pirates is afraid to launch that ball.
Yeah, they're an athletic team for as young as they are. And sticking right with Jesup. And Jesup playing catch-up right now. Had that 2-point advantage at the end of the first. Down by 7 at halftime. Bolden saves that from out of bounds. Peyton Youngblut going to protect that. Here comes Emma Bowes with it.
You know, one thing about freshmen, though, is good feed inside, drew the foul. I don't think Rhodes can believe it, but that was definitely a body. One thing about these freshmen playing ball, no matter where you're at, I mean, they grew up in this era of chuck it, you know. That's the game today. 3 ball or die. Oh, wow.
Quick inbound, nice setup. Adriana Bolden gets the give in from Peyton Bowes.
Coach Curley for Hudson is not happy about that.
11 points, down by 2. Little Post up underneath, and Willard going to get dinged by Nesbitt. Nesbitt not happy about that. Nesbitt's actually done a good job at controlling her fouls compared to where she was earlier in the season.
Yeah, she has, and actually I don't think that would have been a foul, but she left her feet right at the last moment. If she would have just stood her ground, stood straight up, I think she would have been just fine.
Peyton Youngblut will come out. Jaden Bowes takes that right side of the lane.
I think we just had Klink re-enter the game for the Pirates.
Drop that in. Willard take her to 9 total, 41-38, 4:27 remain third quarter. Hard pass to Bolden. Hard to find an opportunity. Peyton Bowes is going to have to come up top. 4:18, Jaden Bowes back out to Emma. Triple team under that basket. Nesbitt out of the lane. Jaden Bowes with the 3 attempt. Emma finds it, and she'll get it back in there.
Strong.
She kind of popped out of nowhere.
That's kind of Emma's M.O.
Little 6-footer doesn't go for Willand.
All right, get another basket here, girls. Don't dribble yourself into that double team, Jaden.
Really pressure on that far side, but Emma
get in
Bowes
there.
Gets tripped up on her way on the left side.
Yeah, I don't think they would have counted that regardless. They called it on the floor well before the shot went up.
That fourth-team foul for Hudson, though.
Yeah, Klink's third foul. So something to think about for Curley. We got Zabel and Weber into the game for the Jayhawks. Emma Bowes out, and Hyatt in for the Pirates as Klink does finally come out. Olivia Nesbitt also to the bench for the Jayhawks.
Jesup has tightened it up to be down only by 1 right now as we see these substitutions come in. And, you know, this is something we've talked about, too. When Coach Conrad goes to his bench, they really don't lose a ton in ability, and especially when you get a shot like that from a Jaden Bowes.
Yeah.
Another one like that.
I mean, those are confidence shots, you know. I truly don't know yet if Jaden Bowes is a great shooter, but we've got to have that Adriana and Zabel with the foul. But she's got the confidence, and sometimes that confidence will put that ball in the hoop.
A little aggressive pull down after that missed shot. That'll be the second personal. Second personal for Zabel. That'll be team foul number 2 for the Jayhawks.
I like this energy. I like the full court press. You know, Jesup didn't do much of this in the first half. There we go, first double dribble. Keep it up, Jayhawks.
Push that turnover. 3:09 to play third quarter. A lot of time left, especially with Jesup now in that bonus. Timeout wanted by head coach Jordan Conrad.
32nd. Hopefully, he says, keep the foot on the gas, ladies. Continue to trap, force those turnovers, and then we gotta convert those into points. Stretch this thing out a little bit.
Look at the rankings, the latest ones that came out to wrap up the regular season at the end of January. 2A, number 1, Dyke New Hartford. Other notables in the area, Grundy Center at 9th, Cascade 11th, Denver sitting in that 15th spot. AP did drop out in that latest poll. They were sitting in 13th. See how Jesup can finish the year. Ooh. Little push in, Zabel too high. Weber gets it back out. Bolden trying to decide what she can do, but we're going to see an extra step and take it back towards Hudson.
Zabel's got to calm down a little bit.
Hudson is 1 against their opponents, again coming in 12-10 on the year, 3-5 in conference play.
Emma Bowes back in for Zabel.
By an average of 4 points, Jesup's defeated their teams by an average 11.3. Again, they're sitting at 16-5.
Deep ball, steal that. There you go. Ah, man. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. That'd be a homer if I called that a non-foul.
So Emma Bowes with that first personal, I believe, for her, third team foul. All Bose is on the floor. Weber, Nesbitt.
Straight up.
Try post up from Nesbitt. Tried to put the effort in, but give credit to Rhodes, as Rhodes now sitting at 13 total.
Yeah, that's good D by Nesbitt and just really good offense by Rhodes.
Emma Bose, little push into Peyton Weber. We've not seen, she's had some minutes, and she's really in there trying to open up that lane, looking for some opportunity for Jesup and her teammates.
I like that little freshman guard, Siri Olsen, right there with the ball. She's knocked down a few threes today. Big block.
Nice
by Emma Bose.
Bose had her hand on it. She's quick down there on the floor, and straight pass as Klink, actually not Klink, but that was Willand. But Bose tried to sneak up behind her, but she stopped short. 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
Nice
little
defense.
Fadeaway challenge there from Rhodes.
Take care of it, girls. Take care of it.
And we got to convert on these points. A little Euro step in there, but got kind of tripped up. Jaden Bose did. Rebound back to Hudson. Deep in the corner. Olsen, that's her second three tonight. Take her to a total of 6. And that is the lead right now with that basket.
Let's look back inside, see what we got going in there, girls.
Nesbitt, no look out to Emma Bose, coming baseline. And we're going to see.
That's Emma Klink with her fourth.
So Klink, I didn't know if she'd if she had touched that baseline, but she did get fouled.
Yeah, and I think she's going to be subbed out for Trunk after the first shot here. Adriana Bolden, Peyton Youngblut also set to check in.
40% free throw shooter, 28-70. Tighten it up. 29-71.
Jada Bose out, and then Emma Bose will come back. She will come out after this second free throw shot that she will be just short on. So
got to take advantage of those.
Stop ball.
Ball gets out of the hands. And a top.
Good active hands by Adriana. Bats the ball out of bounds. Gives Jesup a chance to collect themselves here on defense.
Davis with the inbound in front of the Hudson bench. And then Olsen.
1 minute to go in the third quarter.
They're giving some room on that arch, that's for sure, and they've taken advantage of it. And another attempt there. Saw that going in from here. Take her to 16 total now, and it's 49-44.
That's a double.
They're putting the pressure on them. They're making Jesup have to pay a little more attention, a little more discipline needed.
Ella Hyatt.
And Hyatt's had, she's had 2 3-pointers tonight as well. That's been the advantage for this team.
Not a lot of wasted energy by this Pirates team. They move the ball well, always find the open girl. There you are, well right.
And getting some rebounds, getting some second chance shots, 20 seconds. And there again, Olsen. Rebound back to Peyton Youngblut. Try and set up something that can be advantageous for Jesup here. And Peyton Bose says, I've got it.
I think she heard the Hudson student section calling the shot or the game clock down, and they were trying to trick her, but it worked out well.
49-47. Jesup had the 2-point advantage coming out of the first quarter. Down by 7.5 and only down by 2 here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's a barn burner. I ran into former girls basketball assistant coach Randy McGill down at Quick Star before I came here, and I said, "You going to the game?" He said, "Oh yeah." And I said, "Well, I hope it's not as close as I'm expecting." He said, "You and me both." So I think we were both kind of anticipating a battle, which is what we've seen here, and hopefully with 1 quarter to go, we can end up on the right side of this thing and extend our season by at least one more game.
Appreciate Performance Rehab out of Jesup, Olwine, Sumner, along with Buchanan County Health Center, Farm Bureau Bobby Liebsch, and Travis Youngblut, Integrated Accounting Solutions, Home and Deed Design Build Showroom, and Spahn and Rose Jesup for their support of postseason basketball here on the Jayhawks Sports Network, with the girls facing Hudson tonight and boys facing Denver on Thursday. We'll have the broadcast for you as well.
Funny story, Nate. I was just looking across the way there at this little blonde girl talking to Annette Pilcher and sitting in front of Jay Donnelly Jay Miller, and I was thinking to myself, man, that girl looks a lot like my daughter Olivia. And then I look next to her and it's my daughter Anna, and turns out that is my daughter Olivia.
Well,
sometimes it takes me a minute to connect the dots.
But nothing surprises me anymore that comes out of your mouth. Underway here in the fourth period.
Good.
Winner again moving on to most likely to face AP. We got an update here at the end of the third quarter. AP 54, Southwind 13. On the top part of that bracket, Dyke New Hartford leading Columbus Catholic 54-19 at half. In the third, it's MFL Marmac trailing Sumner Fred 27-26.
Oh, good feed. Good feed, Peyton Weber. Little high-low action there.
Take Nesbitt to 8 points. Roger, appreciate you sending me the info.
Get back, Peyton.
Looks like we had a little modification at that between the third and fourth period from Coach Conrad on some defensive setups and where they were looking. Bose tries to peel that away, and they're going to keep firing these threes. That comes high up.
Okay,
Davis can't get a handle on it, but
Let's
Bolden.
Get a good one here, girls.
Bolden looked like she was trying
to
slow it down.
There
and
you
now
go.
Peyton Weber was there with an opportunity, but will go to the free throw line.
That was a great decision all the way around. Slowed that ball down, get it inside. The only thing that could have been better there is if Peyton could have knocked down the two, but she'll get two here. There's 1-0 but net. Addie Engel coming in for the Pirates. The junior, sophomore 6-footer.
Hudson with 2 team fouls. This could end up being the difference coming down to the free throw line.
No good on the second, so.
Davis on the rebound. Finding her way around that court. 6:38 remain.
I know I'm repeating myself, but these freshmen do a great job taking care of the basketball. And there's Olsen again.
She's got 8 points. And Olsen, 5'5" freshman guard. Does not play with her size or her age.
Hit that, Peyton Youngblut.
Right in line. Set it right up. Knocked her down. That's her first basket of the night. 3 points. Take the lead.
Great shot. Great time to get it. Nice defense by Weber and Bolden. Bolden gets the steal. Let's set it.
And Bose going to kick it out. I thought Bose would take it on her own, but Nesbitt with a deep shot. Front of the rim. Weber was aggressive with it. Pulls back. Well, Hudson will bring it back to the floor. Going to that south basket.
Play strong defense here, girls. Move your feet. Close out to that basketball.
Whelan back over to Davis on the near side. Takes a little 8-foot jumper. That one will roll in.
Yeah, pretty. Hit that seam.
Nesbitt baseline, and that one's going to get knocked out of bounds. Jesup will keep it.
Yeah, I'm glad that got knocked
go.
out because that ball was going nowhere. There was 3 defenders. Just a tough pass to make. Emma Bose into the game. Peyton Weber out. Jada Bose in. Peyton Youngblut out. I know I missed somebody that came in for Hudson.
Deep shot from Emma Bose. Wow.
That went all the way around and dropped. It was like you made the reference a couple games ago, one of those coin things.
It had to think if it wanted to go in. That turnover brings it back. Advantage Jesup now with the 3-point lead.
See, Jesup, Coach Kurla calls timeout. He's going to take, I believe it was a 30, but we'll find out real quick here. No, full timeout. Jesup in this full court press after the shot now, which we didn't see that much in the first half. And they're so effective with their traps, especially around the half court area on the sideline and forcing those turnovers. I think that's what we were missing, because then we get into a more fast-paced game that I don't want to say it benefits us in this sort of a game. Hudson definitely has some girls that can get the ball up and down, but I just feel like we have more energy in the second half.
And this has been a track meet. You're looking at it, we're almost 8 o'clock, and this game's almost done.
Yeah,
a very quick game tonight.
I mean, I won't even have to go to bed right after the game.
Well,
I probably
that's
should,
good,
but
I
I won't.
Yeah. There's some TikToks you probably got to watch, or
I'm
random YouTube videos, or
not a TikTok guy.
Gunsmoke or something on 7.3.
Well, you do know that. You know I like my oldies.
Had somebody pop in with Benson.
Benson.
I was like, wow, I haven't thought of Benson in a long time. He was on the air for like 6 years.
I'm a big rifleman. The Rifleman. Love that show. I don't know if I should admit this, because it's definitely not an okay show at this point. But All in the Family, man. Love that.
Iconic, that's for sure. Figure you're more of a
I
love
think
boat, man.
It's probably a show that you can watch now and know, okay, that's why we don't say those things anymore.
Fast break down low. Davis gets the give and go, drops it in.
Great feed by
Within
Rhodes.
one now.
Rhodes to Davis. Beautiful play by the Pirates.
7 points for that freshman. Emma Bowes looked on her own. Now Jaden Bowes with a 3 is going to get a high rebound and recovered by Rhodes for the Pirates.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate seeing Jaden hold back on that one in particular. Just survey the situation a little bit. Defense is on the move. They're out of place. Wait and see if you can get something inside.
Nesbitt, wow, tight coverage on Rhodes, but that fadeaway goes in, and that's 18 total points for Addie Rhodes, the junior on this Pirate team. Emma Bowes goes up, misses the shot.
There you go, kid.
Gets her own
Way to
rebound.
work.
Hoping she was going to maybe get tagged on that one.
Nice little dump by her sister Peyton, too. So that's her sister to sister.
Outside 3 attempt, and there you go, Nesbitt. Gets it back, gets that rebound.
Yeah, great position on Engel. Peyton Bowes going to attempt to drive around Hudson's Maddie Rhodes, and Rhodes is going to foul her, and that's number 5. So she is going to head to the bench with 3:45 in this game. That's going to bring in Amelia Klink, and Klink is sitting with 4 herself. So Hudson suddenly finds himself in a tough situation here from a foul standpoint. Madison Willand also with 3. Beyond that, they're fine.
Coach Conrad looked a little frustrated here after that came out. I don't know if he maybe made some adjustments. He wasn't expecting what was happening on the Hudson end or what it is, but we're coming right down to it. It's stress time. It's do or die for the Pirates, and the Jayhawks could end their seasons tonight. 1-1 will. 3:30 remains. Davis into Angle.
Get out there.
Really trying to keep that beyond the arch. They've had a lot of luck getting that to drop through for 3 points. Now Davis will bump in a little bit off the rim from a 9-footer.
Nice work by Jesup, closing out on the perimeter in that possession.
3 minutes to go. Starting point guard Peyton Bowes. Wild cross-court pass from Adriana Bolden to Emma Bowes, draws the foul.
Great feed. I always, Adriana drove down there to no man's land, as I like to call it, and I thought she's dead in the water, and then she found Emma Bowes cutting down the middle, fed her. Nice work, ladies. Way to prove me wrong. Ansley Trunk in for the Pirates.
Back of the rim. In key, Emma has already dropped 2 free throws tonight through that hoop, with I believe 4 attempts. That one will fall. Taking it 59-57. Wow. It's a good one here tonight. I don't know if we're at Donnybrook yet.
Ooh, almost had a turnover there. No Donnybrooks yet. I haven't seen one. Deep 3. Kind of a wild shot.
Almost looks like Hudson's maybe fell out of their game here a little bit, as Jaden Bowes tries to take it on her own, and she will end up fouling Willand, and that will be the first team foul for Jesup. Next time Jesup fouls, it's bonus, so they will be at the free throw line.
Jaden Bowes to the bench, Olivia Nesbitt back in.
Jesup will go full court. And Olsen and Davis, their responsibility to get through that experienced defense. Nesbitt's going to take it. Actually, Zabel takes it away. Nesbitt,
all right,
the outlet.
Set it up.
And we'll see what the offense shows for Jesup. 3-point attempt. Not going to go, and foul against Nesbitt. Little push there. That's her 3rd personal, 2nd for Jesup.
Ella Hyatt, she's going to come in for Ansley Trunk.
And come right down to it, 59-57. Jesup had 2-point lead into the first.
Stay there, Emma.
And hoping to have it at the end of this period, and Emma Bowes just could not stop in time as she ends up fouling.
Just
Hudson player.
Just Emma's 2nd foul in the evening. 3rd team foul for the Jayhawks. For some reason, I had it in my head that Emma had more than that, but I think that's just because of the pace Emma plays. Get back.
Davis opportunity, top of the rim. Wow, almost bounced back to the board and through. Rebounded Jesup, though, under 2 to go. Bolden double teamed. Davis, a quick defender. And really not allowing them to try and set up any offense and get any communication as quick as they're right in front of them.
Yeah, Hudson.
Once they get that ball.
Hudson knows Jesup wants to run some clock, probably trying to get it down to about 8 seconds, then they'll work on it. Olivia Nesbitt, short, rebound Hudson.
Yeah, that misses the rim completely, but Hudson with a reset. 2 down. Engel with a touch on it. Come in the paint. Shot goes up.
Good block.
No good. Willen maybe a little frustrated with a miss. Bowes rebounds it. She gets fouled.
Willen with her 4th. Doesn't like it, but I got to agree with the ref on that one. That's not just because I'm a Homer Jayhawk. Emma Bowes to the free throw line again. We need them, Emma. Let's knock a couple down here, girl.
Have we had anybody else at the free throw line tonight?
It doesn't feel like it.
No, it does not feel like it.
There we go. There's one. Let's get another one. 1:01 to go in this game, 4th quarter. Jesup with 3 fouls.
I feel like the more strained Emma is, the stronger she is and focused she is in trying to accomplish her goal. And
nice
misses
board.
that, but Zabel had the rebound, and it will be Hudson ball as Nesbitt. Looks like she got the foul.
Was it Nesbitt? No, Emma Bowes.
Okay, Emma Bowes, so that's going to be foul number 4 for her, or 3 actually.
Trunk into the game. Pirates.
3 is going to tie it up. And Hudson has fared fairly well in accomplishing getting shots to drop from beyond that arch. 47 to go. 20-second shot clock differential. Keep them off a little bit. Hudson not in that bonus just yet. Oh, ball goes between Bolden's leg, comes out of bounds, and it's Jesup.
I'm not really sure, and I'm not trying to criticize Adriana Bolden, but almost like she intentionally did the splits to let that ball go through her legs rather than grabbing for it.
Good reaction.
It actually turned out great because it went right by the Hudson Pirate. But here we are with, I guess, I don't know, we must have about, 40 seconds, 35 seconds on the clock. 60 to 57 Jesup.
34.7 seconds.
34.7.
So the shot clock will be off. No, it'll be 2 seconds difference on there.
You can almost ignore the shot clock though. These are always tough situations. You wanna use that clock. You got the 3-point advantage. There's no reason to take a quick shot. Zero reason to take a quick shot. I can't emphasize that enough. But not that it matters up here. But at the same time, playing that game where you're trying to run the clock down, you sometimes get yourself in sticky situations and lose your head, lose your emotions a little bit, and give a turnover that can turn out to be costly, especially against a team like Hudson that's been shooting so well from the 3-point range tonight.
So 34-7, the shot clock is off. Seeing a full court press coming from Hudson, and you're running the risk of fouling and a turnover on a travel as Zabel looking ahead of herself.
And I understand that one. Zabel knew we're trying to use clock. Do I go to the rim? Do I pass it? That's unfortunate. I feel for her.
Now it's up to Hudson. They can take the last shot, but they need a 3 to make it happen. Little jumper comes in there and a timeout for Hudson, making it 60-59. Jesup will have the ball, and obviously we're looking foul here when things inbound. Hoping Jesup missed cues at the free throw line.
So Jesup, 14 seconds, is that what we're looking at?
Yeah.
13.6. I mean, job number one is take care of the ball. Hudson's going to try to get a turnover. They send us to the line with any foul at all, so I can't imagine they're going to be quick to foul us. But you got to take care of the ball,
Thanks again to Spahn Rosa Jesup, Home Indeed, Integrated Accounting Solutions, Farm Bureau, Buchanan County Health Center, and Performance Rehab, supporting postseason coverage on the Jayhawks Sports Network. Tonight's game, and then the boys here at home on Thursday facing Denver. Out of the timeout, 14-5 to go. Down by 1 is Hudson Nesbitt. She is going to get fouled, but she's a relatively strong free throw shooter as well.
Yeah, she is. She's one of our best shooters. And Hudson, they let the ball come in. They got their girl that they think, hey, we might be able to steal it from her. She's smart enough. She holds up, tries to get it back to a ball handler. And make no mistake, Olivia can handle the ball just fine herself. But there we go.
Nesbitt gets that first free throw to go in. She's at 9.
Coach Conrad's going to pull our rebounders off the line.
Hudson student section going to get loud again, trying to distract this junior.
Now, whatever you do.
We're back to a 3-point margin.
Yeah. Great shots by Nesbitt. That's ice cold right there, man. Ice in her veins. Last thing you want to do now is foul the 3-point shooter. That goes without saying. But additionally, don't even put yourself in a position where a 3-point shooter can lean into you and cause that foul.
So the winner of this one, it's official, will face Appleton Parkersburg coming up on the 16th. So what is that, Friday night? AP beating Southwind 61-22. And Dyke New Hartford over Columbus in the top side of the bracket, 72-30. Sumner Fred now up by 20 on MFL Marmac with about a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Coach Conrad would like a timeout for Jesup.
Yeah, saw something in the inbounds. Asked for another 30 seconds to talk things over.
Just looking at, obviously, Jesup, if they can hold this out and hang on, Last time out, this was actually a fortunate year where Jesup didn't have to face a couple teams twice that we have in the past. AP being one of them, lost over their place 55-39 back on January the 23rd.
So Coach Conrad does make the decision in this last time out. He is subbing Emma Bowes in for Zabel. With 14 seconds left, you know, he has a reason to do that. And it could simply be you got another year of experience with one of those girls.
So we will see Zabel, Emma Bowes, Peyton Weber.
Not Zabel. Peyton Weber.
Okay, Nesbitt. Peyton Bolden, Peyton Weber, Peyton Bowes, Emma Bowes, all on the floor. I think I got that right.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing Emma out there for her quickness.
10 seconds remaining. Looking to tie it up. Stay back. Don't foul on a three.
Good defense
front of the rim,
by
no
Peyton
good,
Bowes.
and Jesup is moving on in the season.
Nice defense by Peyton Bowes at the top of that key. Does not allow her a good look at a three, but also doesn't put herself in a position to make a silly three-point foul.
62-59 is at final. Jesup ends up having three players in double numbers. Emma Bowes finishing at 15 points. Peyton Bowes at 14. 11 for Adriana Bolden, the lone senior on this team. Nesbitt at 10. You got 6 for Jaden Bowes coming off the bench. Peyton Weber had a free throw in there. Zabel had a basket. But give credit to Hudson and Rhodes with 18 points, 9 for Willen. But there's a handful of people that had 2 3-pointers coming off the bench or started that really put Hudson in this game.
Man, for sure.
Driver's seat really most of the game.
Yeah, this was really a 50-50 game. It could have gone either way, all the way down to the end, obviously. I'm stating the obvious, but that Siri Olsen, freshman point guard, just did an incredible job with the ball. You got another freshman over there in Taylor Davis. There's some really young talent on this Hudson team that is going to make them a tough team to meet in the future here. But hey, man, Jayhawks with the win. They got it done. They played so much better in the second half. Played great defense in the second half. Closed out on those 3-pointers. Really proud of our post players. You got Nesbitt, Weber, and Zabel. All three of them did well. You know, Zabel, I guarantee she's beating herself up right now for the travel near the end of the game there. Again, I'll go back.
But you know, the free throws.
Completely understandable.
Yeah. But her free throws is what really made maybe Jesup get this thing finished up.
Yeah, and she's got to remember she's a freshman. Hey, get yourself in the weight room, play all off.
Actually, I was thinking Nesbitt with the free throws, but Zabel, she's going to be an amazing player for Jesup down the line.
She's going to be just fine, and props to Coach Conrad for sticking with her through till that final 14 seconds there, where he just went with Emma for speed, I got to believe. So really proud of all the girls. Hey, way to extend your season. You're going to go get to play another game.
So they will face AP as Jesup closes out this game, and they'll head into the next one, not only with the NICL East Conference. They can hang their head on that championship, but they will move on to 17-5. Hudson Pirates, they will end the 23-24 campaign at 12-11. Again, a special thanks to Michael Bryan, Spahn & Rose, Jesup, BJ Collins with Home Indeed, Build Showrooms and Independence in Cedar Falls, Travis Bovey, Integrated Accounting Solutions, Travis Youngblut and Bobby Liebsch with Farm Bureau, Buchanan County Health Center, and Performance Rehab, Jesup, Olwine, Sumner, Paul McCone. We appreciate everybody, the support giving us for postseason broadcasts here on the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Tonight, this broadcast, our next broadcast coming up on Thursday, we'll be on the air probably about 5 or 7 minutes beforehand. We'll get to talk to head coach Joe Spines, but tip-off with Denver and Jesup. That will promise to be a barn burner that is going to see how Jesup can move on in postseason play as Jesup does as well. For Luke Baldwin and our on-site producer, Anthony Baugh, camera operator Eric Clark. I'm Nate Clayberg from the upper patios, Jesup South Gym. Final score, girls win tonight, 62-59. Move on to play AP later in the week in round 2. Watch this entire event on replay, as well as other previous events on our athletic page on the Facebook, as well as on YouTube. This is Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks, and good night.